Welcome in, family. If this is your first time joining, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Alright, you guys, don't forget, if you need anything from me, everything is in the description below. Join membership for exclusive merch and perks. Alright, y'all already know tonight I am wearing my moonstone, okay? And as you know, tonight is the harvest full moon, and it's going down tonight at 11:47 p.m. Okay, so if you have a moonstone, whether you're wearing it or whether you're just putting it in your hands, or you're gonna be looking into it under the moon tonight to, you know, release anything that you may want to purge, don't forget your moonstone is great for enhancing your intuition, emotional healing, and hormone balance. All right, y'all. It's been a little minute and I got notes tonight because I haven't been on screen in a little while, and I got so much that ran through my mind, and I've been doing so much, and I've been doing, whoo, baby, I've just been ripping and running. Okay, so it's so much that I really want to tell y'all, so let's get into it. Let's start out with tonight. Today is going to be the harvest full moon. If you guys do not know, this moon cycle is about releasing, renewing, and harvesting your abundance, okay? And I don't know if you caught the clip in one of my previous videos. So the harvest moon is about croppers who could not work without light, so they had to use the full moon's light, and this is how they did their cropping, and they end up harvesting a lot of abundance. So if you guys are not a part of the membership on my website, I think you really should join, because guess what, your girl is starting to really carve out a real curriculum for you guys, okay? So as you can see, I'm going to put up here our first newsletter. I'm so excited about that. I'm going to read from it because if you guys haven't been over there, when you click off this video, you'll be able to go back to the website for a reference, so you can download the newsletter if you want to, or you can just kind of read it, take notes, or you could just for the things that you should be doing tonight, okay? So first things first, we're going to start out with your diet. Okay, this is just a little side note. If any of my goddesses are menstruating on this full moon, this is exactly when you need to be manifesting, okay? This is when you need to be manifesting. And they always say if you menstruate on your full moon, you're in alignment and you really are a witch. And yeah, I am menstruating, okay? Okay. I only got my nails done. I got black because I was feeling a little in tune. And saying I do upgrade out my light, but I am feeling a little witchy, okay? I can't even lie about it. Mama did have to wrap up the crown too, because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of heavy projections is going on. And I know a lot of people who are into the witchy woo-woo, and it's nothing wrong with that. But if the ones who are into that dark witchy woo-woo, they up there trying to do some crazy shit. Okay, so cover up the crown, ladies. Cover up the crown, fellas. All right, so let's talk about the moon diet, okay? So on the newsletter, I put in here, it's going to be best if you can cleanse for the day, okay? And even if you don't cleanse today, at least pick a day, which probably would be like tomorrow. Cleanse your body, or if you're menstruating, cleanse at least one day, to get your body to purge all the things out of there that we've been consuming, okay? All the things, I'm going to say the filth, okay? The filth, okay? So in here we got, this sheds the toxins and the extra water weight. But it also, you can break your fast with nourishing foods, fruits, soups, and leafy greens in honor of your body's reset, okay? So this is going to be a perfect time to, again, realign with your bodies. Baby, we got to get the junk out, okay? So we can hear spirit a lot better. All right. Now, the next one, a ritual for renewal, okay? So, again, grab your sage, grab whatever it is that you use, grab your Florida water, okay? Whatever it is. Grab some paper. Write down your intentions, okay? Write down what no longer serves you and burn it, okay? If you guys can see, I got a burn bowl here. So again, write down the things that you are releasing. Because again, releasing renewal and abundance. The things that you are releasing, write it down. And truly mean it. Let it go. If it's an older version of yourself, we're letting it go. If it's an old relationship, old friendship, we're letting it go. Okay, if it's old habits, old vices, we're letting it go. All right. But try to do that outside under the moon if you can. That is like that. If you don't really kind of do it, it kind of defeats the purpose. But if you can't get out there, okay, still set your intentions. But it would be best if you could do it while sitting under the moon. Being outside, you're allowing the smoke to really carry away the negativity. All right. Again, if you can grab a hold of a moonstone or a clear quartz, whatever have you, grab those or sit it out there while you're doing your ritual. All right. Right after your ritual, we want to jump into a meditative practice. Okay. Sit out there. Be one with yourself and the moon. Okay. Close your eyes. Envision everything that you would like to draw into you. Imagine all the things that you want to release. Imagine a white light surrounding you. Okay. Your purity. Your sanity. All right. I would do this probably for about 10 to 11 minutes. All right. Be very intentional as well about your breathing. In. Okay, very intentional balancing of your mind, body, and soul. Okay, you're getting aligned with yourself because we want to really reduce our stress levels. Yeah, so you can regulate your nervous system. That's what I was trying to get out. I don't know what the hell I was thinking about. Also, if you can draw yourself a bath, if you can and you like, I only got a shower, that's fine. As the water is falling over you, again, visualize the water cleansing your body, and whatever is coming off of you, it's like that gunk. It's just going down the drain, baby. I want you to visualize letting everything just fall off of you, shed off of you. Okay, if you're taking a bath, I got a little bath ritual in here. Throw some salt in here. Rose petals, Himalayan salt, really for negativity if you can. If you have Epsom salt, that's good as well. Lavender, okay. A little bit of lemongrass drops in there if you can. Smudge it. If you have moon water from a previous cycle, baby, you know I do. Okay, if you got moon water from a previous cycle, drop some of that in there, and also set some intentions as you do that. Throw some crystals in that water if you can as well. All right. But spend that time in silence, okay? Also, if you can, this would be the perfect time to journal. Journal about what you are most grateful for, okay? And also journal about the things that you feel that you're about to actually receive, tangible. Really reflect on the person you are, okay? Because I feel like in the midst of doing so much quote-unquote shadow work, and I say quote-unquote because, you know, we forever are healing. We are forever evolving. But I really want you to take a moment to really reflect and give yourself some flowers. Okay? Give yourself those flowers. Whether you brought those flowers to put in your bath, you bought those flowers to put by your bath side, whatever it is, give yourself flowers, because I feel like I'm talking to somebody who does not give themselves enough credit. All right? Just pause and reflect and write down where you are. Because I can guarantee you, you are not the same person you was a year ago. And transformation comes so quickly, but it can feel so long. And sometimes when we don't record I'm not even going to say our accomplishments, but our strides, we forget exactly how far we've come. All right. So take this moment to reflect on exactly the work that you've done, the healing that you've done, the person that you're really stepping into, the person that you want to continue to strive to be. Yeah, just don't forget to spend time in nature as well, okay? So after you're done or before you go take that bath, just again spend some time outside, just kind of collecting your thoughts. And even though that does fall into the meditation, even when you jump out of meditation, think about just being out there, being one with nature and sitting with yourself. And I know it's getting a little cold right now, so this is kind of like perfect weather. Like, I just really went outside, and the moon, it looks full, but I know it's not a full moon just yet, but it's like literally coming into that. But the moon is so bright. It's so bright. I have like the perfect view from my porch, and it's just like calming because the air is blowing, it's cold, it's crisp, and it's just hitting my face, and it's like, ooh, feels good to be out here. All right. And don't forget, if you guys want to check out my ebook, and shout out to the people who purchased it, thank you so much for the love. Rooted and Restored. You can check this book out online. It's on my Etsy as well. If you need more tips following this newsletter, don't forget to check out this ebook. I'm very appreciative of you guys supporting me, and also to all the people who have purchased from me. Thank you so much for the support, the love. It is greatly appreciated. I put my time and my soul, my blood, sweat, and tears into my products. So, you know what I'm saying, I don't like to just throw no shit out there. And if you guys are waiting on your crown elixir, we had to whip up another batch because, you know, I am a hairstylist, so it goes with my people who get their hair done. And so I just refreshed on the batch. So if you guys have ordered, it is on the way. Don't worry. This week everything is heading out. And yeah, thank you for the support. All right, you guys, to the notes now. Okay, sorry. I feel like somebody is a lot more tired lately, but that's because you're going through a timeline shift, okay? And it's literally causing your body, you could be feeling like these little aches and pains, and you could be a lot more tired. You could be seeing yourself in a different light, and it kind of could give you like that shapeshifter vibe, okay? I ain't gonna lie, I feel the same way. One minute I'm looking in my mirror and I'm like, ooh, girl, you got it going on. Then I get to the gym and I got to the yoga spot and I'm like, ooh, girl, where the fuck that come from? But it's because your body is like morphing in a sense. And the people who are spiritual, if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? But that's a part of the ascension, okay? Your body is calling for more rest because your body is trying to morph into somebody else that it has not been before, okay? You're going to go through so many more timeline shifts. So you got to be very sensitive to these changes, okay? Don't be so hard on yourself, and don't be thinking you crazy and you need to go to the doctor every 5 minutes. No. Continue to eat good. Continue to nurture yourself and get the proper rest that you need, because your body is ascending, especially during this time. Baby, we're going to go through another full moon November the 5th. Okay, so just be mindful that your body is going to continue to expand. You're going to continue to have ascension symptoms, okay? Alright, let's get into these cards. I was shuffling this deck that I have. It's an astrology deck. As I'm shuffling the deck, I had about 6 cards fall out. And I kept thinking to myself, that's way too many cards. I really don't want to pull them cards. But something told me to pull them cards and leave them out. Okay? So I just want to kind of give y'all a little view of what the cards look like before I read the messages off. This is what it looks like. Okay, because I'm not about to turn my camera around. I ain't doing all that. I'm sorry. Alright, and then I'm going to read my notes that I had on it for. Okay, we're going to jump into this because I feel like this is going to be a very, more informative read tonight. But I feel like that's great. That's what we needed. That's what we need. Alright, first card out, we got planetary retrograde. Okay, So this is talking about eclipses and transitions. What was I just talking about? Some of you guys could be seeing 411, 711, 811, and 1111. Alright. I'm going to read this to you, and I'm going to give you what my takeaway was. I really love these cards. I really do want to read these to you guys. Okay, planetary retrograde occurs when a planet appears to move backwards in the sky from our vantage point. In fact, the planet is not moving backwards. Planets always move in the same direction in their orbit. With its relative speed and proximity to Earth's changes, it can create the illusion of backward motion. Every astrological planet, aside from the moon and the sun, goes through retrograde. Retrograde is a great time to take a break from fast-paced nature of your day-to-day life. Releases things. Day-to-day life reassesses things and sets intentions. In the birth chart, retrograde planets can indicate the ability to see matters from a psychic perspective. Okay, so first thing I got from this was again, it was talking about the illusion of going backwards because of the motion. What I was picking up was slow down, okay, because something is about to happen. And I feel like you could feel like something is moving so freaking fast right now. But in the midst of that, it gives me like that chariot energy. Like, ride that wave. Don't let that wave ride you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the person on the chariot, they're riding, and he can do it without holding the reins. Okay, so he got it. He know what's going on. Okay, so it's like, be attentive to what's going on. Things are moving at a rapid rate. A rapid rate. But don't feel like you have to speed and make a fast decision. Okay, because I feel like something intuitively is going to be pointed out to you. Okay. Also, someone could want you to stay back in time. Okay, because remember when I said timeline shift, a lot of people are moving timelines, and a lot of people are staying behind because they did not do the work. And that's no shade, but a lot of people have not done the work on themselves, so they're getting left behind in this timeline. That's not to say they can't grow. That's not to say they can't do the work and they jump the next timeline. But either way, when they jump next timeline, you're going to be jumping another timeline. So you see how you'll never be on the same wave. So it's important that things are going to go at a rapid rate, but you're going to also know intuitively what to do. Okay, so don't be tricked by others' illusions. Don't have others trying to keep you in a cycle. Okay, eye on the prize. All right, next one up we have is Saturn. Saturn is often considered the father of the cosmos. Austral paternal figure. It's associated with discipline and responsibility, as it teaches us hard lessons and pushes us toward the right path. Whether we like it or not, Saturn helps us learn from previous mistakes as we embark on our future projects, encourages us towards our destiny. Saturn is also associated with our personal karma, holding us accountable for our past decisions and helping us learn from them. Saturn changes signs every 28 to 30 years. Now, what I got from this was discipline and responsibility. Okay, I feel like something is going to be a hard lesson, or something was a hard lesson for you. And Spirit wants you to continue to push through. Because this, whatever he's pushing you towards, this is your destiny. Okay, he needs you to stand up though. He needs you to take the reins. He needs you to know that you have to operate in authority, especially if you're somebody who doesn't like to be authoritative, in a sense, like you don't mind being more like, oh, I'll just be in that Empress energy instead of that Emperor energy, because the Emperor, he makes the rules. The Empress, she kind of like, you know, instill those, and she abides by them. Not like his rules, but you know what I'm saying? It's like one is like the mother, the other is like the father. And the father, of course, they set the rules, and the mom, they just like, look, we implement those. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's gonna have to be in their more masculine, domineering energy, okay, during Saturn, okay. We have Austria, named after the Greek goddess of justice. This asteroid represents good judgment and can bring clarity to how you stick to your commitments and make decisions aligned with your values and beliefs. Austria also brings light through in time of challenges. Where this asteroid appears in your astrology chart emphasizes your ability to stay with your goals and endure difficult moments in your life with hope and faith throughout the process. All right. Somebody is about to get justice. That's exactly what I was feeling. I'm also feeling like something is coming into balance. And Spirit also wants somebody to know that when something comes up, something is coming in fast for you. He wants you to stay in alignment with your morals, values, and ethics. If it's a person, do they align with what I stand for? If it is a job, does it align with where I see myself going? Okay? If it's a friend group, do these people align with who I envision myself to be? Whatever the circumstance, whatever, does it align with your morals, values, and ethics? Because Saturn is going to push you into this. Because let me tell you, just like I was listening about to a Bible verse, and she was saying basically like, you know, God won't allow you to get more if you can't handle what you already have. So he's not going to, if this is money that you're wanting, he's not going to give you more money if you can't even be truthful enough to handle what you have. Because once you get more, you just going to act like a damn fool. And then he's going to have to take it. He will take it. He will strip you of everything. So be mindful that whatever decisions are coming in and whatever rate they're coming in, make sure that if they have to be quick, they're still aligning with who you are or where you want to go. All right, stand 10 toes down in that, and also stay focused on your goals right now. Not saying you can't have love. Stay focused on your goals though. If it's something that you've been working on season after season after season, why are we letting up now? Why are we letting up now? Just when you thought and you was about to jump into this damn relationship. Because sometimes relationships can be distracting. I'm not saying somebody can't come in and aid you, guide you, or help you along your journey, because they can. Because people do meet you where you are. They should. But again, it's something about sticking with the plan. Okay, you come too far to get sidetracked now. All right. And also stay strong through adversity. I seen this girl on TikTok today. She was talking about, like, she literally started the video off crying. I don't have no problem with people crying. Be vulnerable if that's what you want to do. Excuse me. Be vulnerable if that's what you want to do. Cry if you want to do that. But she was crying because she was like, why are chosen people always targets? I mean, she just started crying and crying. She was talking about how, like, people always are trying to pull the wool over her eyes. People are always trying to humble her. They're always trying to take her shine, or, you know, scapegoat her. And that, you know, and it was like, when I looked at it, I instantly thought back to who I was about I was about to say 2 seasons ago, but no. It's probably been about 3 seasons now. When I really started stepping into spirituality. I remember I would break down because I was just thinking about how everybody around me, like, it just seems like betrayal after betrayal after betrayal. And it's like, damn. And she was talking about it. She was like, and don't let me be black. Don't let me be educated. Don't let me be funny. But It's the God honest truth. And it's like, I probably didn't ask to do this. Like, my soul committed to this, you know, this job, this lifestyle before I even got here. But again, the job is to wake other people up, and I felt it on so many levels, because it can be so depleting, and it can be so it's so exhausting. I don't even know how else to say it. It's exhausting. Meeting a friend that will betray you time after time, because, you know, say God forbid y'all fall out over the smallest thing, you know what I'm saying, and you thinking like, oh, we'll get back with it, but they like, hell to the no, and now they ready to expose something that you done told them in secret. And God forbid if it's a lover, y'all done did the deed, y'all done did the do, and all of a sudden now y'all done fell out, or y'all done went separate ways because it just didn't work out, and now they want to expose you. Now they want to sell your photos, they want to sell a video, they want to do this, they want to do that. It's like, it's just so many things. Being in a work field where maybe, you know, the boss has put you up for a promotion and you didn't even ask for it. Now everybody hates you because you were qualified for the job, or you were overly qualified for the job. And then now it's who you think you are because you get the whatever. It's like, I understood it. Once you are really in this and you start seeing things for what it is, and you start seeing people for who they are, you'll be like, oh, okay. I know exactly who you are. Karmic, I know exactly who you are. Demonic, I know exactly who you are. Demonic attachment, I know exactly who you are. Energy vampire. It's like, you learn to see that people, I don't want to say they can't help themselves, but when people are operating in a lower vibration, and they are, I'm not going to say they're not chosen, because everybody is loved by the divine, but it is some that are chosen. And I can't even lie to you. Like, I want to sit up here and word that a lot better, but people are put on this earth to do things for the divine, to be a prophet. And unfortunately, other people take that for granted. They take advantage, or they try to get over. And when they do it, it does not work out well. Because the person who is meant to give that prophecy, they are working for the divine. So it's kind of like, it's out of my hands now. Like, if you cross me, you got to deal with my spirit guys. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with my spirit team, my ancestors in there. Because it's above me now. It's above my pay grade. I'm just here being the vessel. Because again, nothing goes unseen by the divine. You got to remember that. That's why karma is very, very real. So again, just stay strong through adversity during this time. Okay, embody your goddess, Ashtray. Okay, that justice, because you will always get the justice that you need as long as you are operating again in your values, morals, and ethics. When you are a good person at heart, it doesn't matter what nobody says. It doesn't matter what image somebody is trying to paint for somebody else. The divine knows. He knows your heart, and he will make sure you're shielded in the best ways possible. Even if somebody wants to do anything to you, it's only to better you, because in that he wants you to learn something. Whether it's be careful about the people. Again, I was about to say be careful about the people that you be around, but that's like that discernment. Like that's the lesson. He wants you to see. Like, he wants you to visibly look back and go, oh, I seen it. Okay, and I'm gonna give you a quick example. I remember being kind of like a fly on the wall to somebody, you know, that I was getting to know. And they would take me around their friends, and they say, yeah, we've been friends for about 20 some years. And I'm like, okay. But as we go around these friends, different occasions, you know, different situations, and literally different types of friends. But I guess, you know, can't choose your friends, especially when you grew up with them, whatever. But I remember saying to myself, just, you know, being very quiet, because I do observe a lot before I talk a lot, you know. That's just who I am. It's in my nature. But I'm just sitting here thinking like, damn, you gaslight all these people that you claim to love, that you claim to be your friend. And I remember going home one night going, Spirit, why would you put me in those damn situations? And I heard so clearly because all the things that you thought about this person was correct. I just wanted to give you a front row seat so you can see what this person does to these people that they quote unquote love and quote unquote care about. So if they do it to them, and they know you for 20-something years, they known them for 20-something years, imagine what they'll do to you. Imagine what they'll say about you. And you just met them. And you fall out. And it's like, it's not to get paranoid, but it's like I'm just giving you perspective. Okay? And again, with the planetary retrograde here, remember when I said psychic perspective, that's what it's doing. He gave, wow, that was a download right there. Okay, it brought me right all the way back. Okay, that was a good one, Spirit. But no, seriously, he's like, I'm giving you insight because I wanted you to see you are not wrong. So again, your intuition could be heightening the things that you thought, that you may have questioned, the people that you may have gave the benefit of the doubt to. You weren't wrong. You were not wrong. So stepping into this new timeline, don't doubt yourself again. All right, we're moving on. Next, we have 𝓓𝓸𝓷𝓪𝓽𝓮𝓬𝓲𝓪. Name for the Inuit goddess 𝓓𝓸𝓷𝓪. Is an intriguing asteroid body in astrology. Though fairly new to the world of discovered planetary bodies, she packs a powerful punch. 𝓓𝓸𝓷𝓪 brings up our fears around commitment in love and romantic affairs. As the goddess who feared marriage and had to be rescued by her own father, she carries the symbolism of codependent attributes in personal relationships. She is also connected to the ocean, where the goddess eventually found her home and experienced freedom. In your chart, this asteroid can bring up complex issues around healing. It also tells a story of where and how you eventually find your own comfort and home. Okay. I could be talking to a water sign or a mutable sign. You could very much so love water. Also could be talking to somebody who is learning how to heal codependent wounds. Okay. I feel like during this time, this is going to be a great time for you to exercise trust along with discernment. Knowing when somebody is right for you and when they're not. When it's somebody that you want to actually fully give your trust to. And a lot of you could have been closed off to love. And I know I stated in one of my videos how I always see myself as alone. And I don't find that to be wrong. But I also want to say that I also found myself as somebody who would have, who would also have many partners. And when I say many partners, I mean like many soulmates throughout my lifetime, because I felt like, you know, with my spirit being very free, I would love to have somebody that I could fully commit to. But I also felt like that girl, like, you know what I'm saying, you just got to kind of be ready to adapt to any situation, because sometimes people aren't permanent, and that's okay. But I always go into situations wanting my situation to be permanent. So again, I could be talking to somebody who is learning how to heal a commitment issue. Whether it's not just like being codependent, but learning that I could want to lean on somebody and it be okay. Like the person that I finally decide to lean on or do that trust fall with, they're going to catch you. Okay, so again, somebody could be exercising their commitment, okay? Because somebody has fear around commitment in general, or somebody feels like they get bored very easily. And I'm one of those people too. You know what I'm saying? But I could very much so stay in tune as long as it's a lot of honesty and transparency there. Okay? Because it takes a lot. That's why they say with marriages, it's nothing to get married, but it takes a lot to stay married. Okay? Because you have to recommit to your person every season. Every season, your person is going to grow. Every season, you're going to shed. Okay? You're going to become a better version of yourself. You're going to go through things, trials and tribulations. It's going to be times where you don't feel like you can make it. It's going to be times where your partner is only giving you 40 and you're giving the rest, okay, or vice versa, whatever the case may be. It's just something about kind of picking your battles, okay, and really choosing to heal. Okay, and I feel like with every relationship that I chose to give to, I put in more work than I did the last one, because I felt like that's what I had to do, but only to find out that I'm continuing to be depleted more and more. And so it's okay. It's just meaning that I need to pull back. I need to find my person, my equal. Okay, because sometimes it's not the commitment. Sometimes it's the person. Sometimes you haven't found somebody who is equally yoked as you, and that is okay. But again, you have to be okay with walking away. Because when it's done, it's done. And the more you stay in something that is already done, you're only hurting yourself. Alright? So we're moving on to Libra. Interesting how I pulled this, and damn, this fire is going, baby. Okay, interesting how I pulled this, and it's Libra season. Very fitting. Okay. Diplomatic, intelligent, and social. Libras are all about balance. Shout out to my son. He's a Libra. Okay, represented by the scales and ruled by Venus. That's love. They prefer steady relationships that are full of shared experiences. They take their partnerships to the next level of seriousness and expect the exact same in return. When they don't find a balanced partner to offer their balance and mirroring they must undergo a great deal of self-discovery to understand who they are, so they can attract healthier connections in the future. What did I just say? Sometimes it's not the commitment. Sometimes it's the person, and that is okay. So some of you guys could be walking away, especially with Libra season here. This could be right now. You could be, again, letting go of old people, whether it's platonic or romantic, because they're not on your same wavelength, and that is okay. Maybe the values, the morals, and ethics, they are not aligning, and that is okay. Some of you guys are needing to walk away so you can find somebody else who better suits you. But this is like after the self-discovery, after you pour back into yourself. Again, that releasing energy of this moon, so you can harvest something that is for you, that is more fitting to you. Okay. With this message here, I got yeah, basically when you don't find equality in the relationship, it just pushes you to go on a self-discovery journey. And I know I had to let go of a couple of partners like that too, because it's like, I love you to death, and when I love deep, I love strong, because that's just who I am. It's in my nature. And I was brought up off of love, so I can't speak for nobody else. But when I love you, I love you. And even when I'm not with you, I can love you from afar. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to necessarily go, I hate you, because I feel like hate is so strong. And I don't hate people. I feel like that's very strong. Even when you've done me dirty, I can't hate you. I just know that I can't be around you, and it's okay. But again, I feel like in Libra season, when you move away, this is only going to make you go towards things that are more healthier for you. Okay, and I'm not saying that nobody that you're leaving behind is toxic, but they might be. But I'm not saying necessarily that's the case. Maybe you guys, again, just weren't aligned. And maybe your light brings out more of their darkness. I know a lot of my relationships, I'm not going to sit up here and say I'm not dark. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the whole point of like having certain relationships, to have like catalyst moments for your growth. But I do know that I do hold more light than I do dark. Okay? Because I've worked extremely hard to work through those dark aspects of myself. And I recognize it when I see it come out of other people. Especially ones I'm more intimately connected to. Okay, it's something about my light that just it draws in the crazy sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? And I think part of me being a healer is like that healing aspect of me. It's like, but I just see it in you, and I just want to pull all that shit up out of you, and I just want to make it better. But sometimes that only drains you. So you got to just kind of let that go. So again, a lot of people are walking away from old relationships so you can be better. Okay? So you can attract better. Attract healthier is the word that I wanted to say. Alright. Last card out is Supermoon. Okay, a supermoon is when a full moon or new moon is at the closest point to Earth in its monthly orbit. When this occurs during a full moon, the moon may appear larger and brighter than usual. A supermoon is a full moon on steroids, beaming with energy to help you fully manifest intentions based on self-discovery. A supermoon is a great time to practice manifestation spells and rituals. Alright, remember going back to the beginning of the video and I said, all my goddesses, if you are menstruating during this moon, and it's funny because when I got out, I went to the store tonight, and the moon, I told you, it's not really reached its full peak yet, but it was so bright and gorgeous. It was just like radiating. So again, if you're menstruating, tonight is going to be a great time to manifest. Go look up how you can manifest with your own blood. And when I'm going to say this now, do not manifest nobody. Do not try to do no work on nobody, because I don't promote that. Only for you. Set your intentions, because they're going to skyrocket. And this is a great time to practice that. Practice things on yourself, your manifestations. Getting that new job, that new home, that new car, that, again, just elevating your lifestyle. Not a person. You can say, I want this, I manifest these types of connections, but don't go manifesting somebody. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Alright, I also feel like a lot of you are shining really bright during this season. Like a lot of people could have really tried to downplay you and really like push your light down. Remember when I was talking about that girl on TikTok? Like a lot of my chosen beings, a lot of your light has been like really dimmed. And I'm so sorry for that. Like I really am, because it's very hard. And I feel like in this line of work, because this is work, we love it, but it's work, and it's very exhausting, very draining, and it can be very it can bring your mood down a lot. And a lot of people want that for you. A lot of people want you to feel like you're crazy, you don't know what you're talking about. They want you to suppress your intuition, and we're not doing it. We're not fucking doing it. You're bright. You're shining bright. People are going to have to see you. People are going to have to hear you. People who try to turn a blind eye, you're about to shine so bright. I'm hearing even the haters can't help but clap. I don't know what the fuck this is about. But things are coming into balance. And Spirit is saying when things start to really turn into your favor, with this 𝓓𝓸𝓷𝓷𝓼, this goddess of justice here, when the scales start to really tip in your favor, He wants you to stay in your purpose so you continue to be in your power. Alright? It's nothing like having a corrupt leader. We don't need those. We have enough of those. We're trying to take those down. So be very mindful of how you're moving. Don't be tempted. Don't be swayed by false contracts, false apologies, false alignments. Because what is for you will not pass you. But you also need to be like that chariot. You need to know when to hop on that motherfucker and ride that wave. Do it effortlessly and do it efficiently and effectively. Alright, y'all. I hope y'all got some great messages from this tonight. Okay, again, check out the newsletter if you need to remember what you need to be doing tonight. That full moon is going into effect at 11:47 p.m. Okay, 11:47. Don't forget it. Eastern time. Don't forget it. Grab your moonstone, grab your clear quartz, grab whatever other crystals you may need. Grab them. Cover that crown. Get out there and howl to that moon. Alright, y'all. I hope this message was for somebody who needed to hear it. Until next time, enjoy your full moon and enjoy your abundance. Love and light. Mwah. Bye.